Hello awesome people of YouTube, welcome back to another game of StarCraft 2. We are going to be doing a PvT and we're going to have ShoWTimE on the top left hand side and Liquid Bunny on the bottom right hand side. Just a quick introduction in case you haven't seen the previous video. Liquid Bunny, he is our Team Liquid player, he is from Denmark. On the top left side we have ShoWTimE from Team Millennium and he is from Germany. So this map, quite notorious for the Reaper harass that can go on here. Not quite sure if Bunny is going to do that simply because the depths are so damn good against Reapers. So I'm honestly going to predict a pretty standard style play here from him. And there we go, there was the barracks thrown down a little bit before the refinery. But this could still result in one or two Reapers being thrown out just for scouting purposes. And that's most likely going to happen. So we do have the probe heading on out. He's probably trying to see if there is an early expansion going down, which I honestly don't think there will. This SCV probably doing the exact same thing, just going on out to scout. This barracks is not going to be completed before the probe makes it down here. So probably the probe will get into the base, which is a little bit unfortunate for Bunny. And there it goes in. It's going to be able to see pretty much everything that's going on, which at the moment is not much. But the fact that he does see that there is no second gas as of yet will be pretty much giving him the details that he needs for the mid game. Now just to note, this probe did get blocked off here, so very good play from Bunny, taking that free probe just in case. Doesn't even need to pull off SCVs anymore because he knows that he will be able to kill it quite easy. Now he does opt to go for an expansion quite early. It does of course get spotted by the SCV. And what do we have here? We have a cybernetic score going down straight after the first gateway, which means we are going to potentially see some adept play going on. If there is such an early one. There we go, it does look like there is an SCV preparing there, going to be putting down the expansion very shortly. Now he is going to be quite heavily disadvantaged on minerals, simply because he does not have that gold expansion just like ShoWTimE does. But on the other hand, Terran never really disadvantaged because of the mules. But he will have to spend the energy on that to mine at the same time with the mules. Probe has now been cleaned up, which is quite alright. Let's bring up the production tab. We do have a 111 build going down from Bunny actually, so if you notice there is a starport here. A second gas coming up. And let's see if he's going to be doing anything interesting with that. We do have one Widow Mine, putting it pretty much standardly onto the ramp over there, and that is going to be used simply for pretty much preventing adepts from walking in. Just remember that one Widow Mine rocket does kill an adept from full health. It definitely does. This base is going to be now fully saturated in just a few moments. Widow Mine is down. He's obviously going to use the shadow psionic transfer, I think it's what it's called, to scout in here first. He doesn't want to get taken up with a Widow Mine. He is going to see that little bit of a bulge there that you can see on the ground. It's a bit of a bump, which suggests that there is a Widow Mine in there. And decides to back on out. He knows he can't do anything at the moment, so he doesn't even bother risking, because he will most definitely lose to that. So there we go, the Widow Mine has now been lifted with 5 Marines. And the Adept's now going to move in here. They did get warped, and now going to be taking out a few SCVs with that. The Shades do get blocked just about in time. Very perfect. Now I'm not sure why he didn't chase these SCVs. He could have probably killed them. Already killed a few of them. Maybe he just wants to go back and defend. So that appears to be what he's doing. Widow Mine has been put down. This is a very difficult place to see the Widow Mine. So let's quickly have a look at what we see from the Protos point of view. Oh, he did actually reveal it with the Oracle. So that means he has an Oracle up. I didn't even see that he brought up an Oracle. There it is. So next we have Phoenix is on the way. He does see the Widow Mine, takes it out. Not doing any significant damage. Phoenix will now be able to chase this medevac for quite some time and destroy it. Now the Marines of course are going to try to defend it, but honestly if he puts enough effort into it he will be able to take it out. Oracle I believe is not being used as well as it should, definitely not. I mean at the moment it's just flying around doing a little bit of scouting, but it's not really being used for any sort of economic harass, and considering how much time and effort you need to put into actually getting that up, it is a little bit unfortunate. There was a Forge and a Twilight Council on the way, so of course we want to get the Blink Stalkers as soon as possible. A bit of an oversaturation here, which means he's going to be putting those straight onto the gas very, very shortly. And oh, a status ward being put down. So as soon as Bunny decides to take his third base, he is going to be aware, or rather ShoWTimE is going to be aware of the expansion pretty much straight away. Now looking at the production tab and the buildings, there is no command center on the way at all as of yet. A bunch of upgrades going down for the Terran, also quite standard. No armor as of yet, just damage pretty much all out. Oh, and is this Cyclone going to be able to destroy this? No, he's not. It does look like the Oracle is a little bit faster than the Cyclone. And the Cyclone probably just going to sit here in the base just in case there's any harassment from that Oracle. If it does come in, it'll get destroyed. Hopefully for Bunny anyways. Command center now going down, so as I said, he will be able to spot this as soon as it lands. Now, one question I have is, I wonder really, is a command center able to land on this and then get stunned, or will they have to clear it with an SCV or another unit first before actually being able to land it? So we're going to see that probably in about 30 seconds. A bit of education for myself. If it can't land, that's actually quite a clever move to do. Very, very effective. There is the turret here and here, so that's going to be quite useful for defending against this Oracle. And as I said, the Oracle got 0 kills, definitely has caused some sort of, or some bit of economic disadvantage for him. Now opting to go for the glaives rather than Blink Stalkers, so that's something interesting. Now there is, what's that, 6 Phoenixes in total. Gonna be able to see pretty much everything with those. Good bit of scouting, a lot of adepts on the field also. And there are liberators on the field also. Now the one liberator here is on the way towards the main base. Now there we go, we're gonna quickly have a look to see how that status ward affects it. It does indeed block. That is quite amazing. I did not know this. So this could block the command center for quite some time. Now let's see what this is doing here. Liberator is getting taken out now. It did destroy 7 probes before taking it down. So quite significant actually. I would argue that that's worth it. Oh, look at that. So instead of actually walking something into it, obviously he just scanned for it. Now again, that does waste energy. It did waste some time for the command center because it had to he had to wait until he can actually land it. So definitely worth putting that there. Now he does cancel the sonic transfer. Would definitely make sense because he would probably just get smashed to pieces here. And there is a second goal base on the way also. Now there's level 2 weapons for Protos ground units. So it does look like he's going to be committing with those for quite some time. Status ward over here. This is going to be quite significant if the Terran player moves out. So the Oracle now being used for some better use. Getting its value worth. Now he's going to probably try to bait some of the units. So as you can imagine, with the status ward, you cannot attack and cannot be attacked. Oh, that's actually quite huge. Bringing all of these adepts straight into the army. Going to be doing a significant amount of damage. Taking out both the tanks. And at this point, all of these Marines going to get taken out also by the adepts. Do remember that Marines, they get 2-shotted by adepts. Actually, let's have a quick look. No, actually with the combat shields, it would be 3-shotted. And it does look like all of the Protoss army has been cleaned up and all of the... My mistake, there's a few adepts left. They are going to be cleaned up if they don't run away, however. And it does look like 34 SCVs in total have now been destroyed. So this engage has been absolutely of most benefit for ShoWTimE. And more SCV damage. And this is now just absolutely horrendous for Bunny. He has lost so many units at this point. His main base has pretty much been cleaned up. This adept drop also landing here. Does look like the warp prism was used to bring these units in. Now, one shot from the Liberator does not finish off an Adept, so that is quite alright. He is going to be warping them out of here with Psionic Transfer, bringing them into the expansion. That's 45. These Adepts are doing so much economic damage. 48 in total taken out already. He did destroy the actual missile turret as well, I suppose, just to prevent maybe from, you know, maybe have the ability to do further drops. Does now lose these Adepts, but my god, these Adepts have paid for themselves already. So a lot of stasis wards on the field already. As soon as the Terran decides to move out, ShoWTimE is going to be aware of the movement. Also, could potentially open some nice plays. So if, let's say, 10-15 units get stuck in those wards, at that point, those units will not be able to move, will not be able to attack, will not be able to get attacked, but any of their buddies that are nearby will indeed be able to get destroyed. And it's going to be like fighting two small armies rather than one huge army. And as we know, two huge armies are much more effective than... Sorry, one huge army is much more effective than two small armies. Bringing down the SCV while... or building an SCV while the command center is burning, this does mean that he'll be able to repair it. Probably going to pull off one of these. There we go, two of them being pulled off to repair. Does bring some life back to it. And these Phoenixes... Gonna have a quick look how much kills they have. Wow, 9 on that one, 7 on that one, and 6 on that one. So combined, they probably did about 30-35 kills. And again, taking out more and more units. So at this point, 11 SCVs taken out again. The amount of economic damage that ShoWTimE has done at this point is quite ridiculous. And it's going to be interesting to see how is Bonnie going to be reacting to this. Let's look at the units tab. We have 22 SCVs to 69 drones. Now, while 69 drones is a lot higher, there we go, status ward going down. Now this is where the Protos player will want to move straight in. And he's going to be pretty much halving this, and GG is called, and that is pretty much that. And that is pretty much it for this series. A 2-for-0 taken by ShoWTimE. Very well played, with so much economic damage done, and the status war just finishing off the game towards the end. Bunny, better luck next time. We will cast you in the future. I do have a lot of games to cast for you, and that's pretty much it. If you guys want to see any more of my casts, of course, you're welcome to subscribe using the button underneath my face or underneath the video, and my social media details are on the right hand side. That's it. Good luck, have fun, and see you in the next cast.